All right, everyone, we're back with some more delving deeper. And this time, we're back with a GD army. Look at this. This is our marching order. Okay, so the last episode we had, I rolled a 1d6. A 2d. What was it? A 1d6 plus 1 to see how many hirelings were available. 6 of them were available. So we had 2 archers left from the last battle. And I hired 3 footmen, another heavy footman, or a heavy footman, and then 2 more archers. So we were able to hire 6 of them. We're up to 44 gold pieces a month in upkeep. We got our marching order set out. Lightfoot, archer, fighter 1, who's a holdover from the original crew. And then we've got fighter 2, who is a newcomer, a 44-year-old fighter, neutral alignment, 7 HP, 5 AC, not bad. Let's make an adjustment to that. There we go. Okay. No shield, wields a spear, chainmail, and then we added a cleric to the party. Plate mail, shield, wields a mace, no spells available. But, downside, MFer's got 1 HP. So, we sandwiched the cleric and the magic user, the remaining MU2, between archers, another fighter 3, a holdover, fighter 4, a holdover, 2 archers, a lightfoot, and a heavyfoot. So, we are on a mission today, and at all costs, we will not run. We will hunt those apes down and avenge our fallen heroes. So, we're starting out at the Abbey of St. Agatha, and we're going to make our way to the dungeon. So roll a d6 for wilderness encounters, a 1, nada. All right. So they make it to the dungeon unmolested, and then they enter, and we have people who were in this last expedition. Oh yeah, by the way, these 2 didn't get experience, but these 4 did. And so we had 1,500 experience to distribute between the 4. That's 375 apiece. Some of them have bonuses because their prime requisites are high enough to give them an experience bonus. That was included. Anyone who has a 5% bonus for XP got 395, and I think our MU had a 10 bonus EXP, so they got 413. So, not nothing, but not a whole lot. Anyways, we make it to the dungeon, and the rest of the crew, they know exactly where to go. And that's the plan. So, they head through. They're going to move right to where they need to go. So, 4, 5. And they're going to check the door. A 1, they do not get through the door easily. They have to bust through. It takes a long time. They make a ton of noise. And let's see. How do we want to do this? Yeah, we'll make a roll to see if they have drawn any attention. They have not. Okay. So they move through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See if they can get through the door. 4. They don't. Maybe a little less noise, but they have to muscle their way through. The door cracks, and we owe ourselves a wandering monster check anyways, because that's the end of turn 1. I'm going to move that into the view. Can you see it? Can you see it? That's a 1. So nothing. That's the end of turn 1, and they are going to move down into room 7. And they're going to try to bust through this door and ideally gain the element of surprise. So 5 or a 6, we bust through and gain the element of surprise. Although, potentially, since they've been failing these doors, let's roll on a 5 or a 6. Actually, give me 1 second. 1 second. May attract wandering monsters on a failure. It didn't attract wandering monsters. I think they were far enough. So surprise. Let's see if we can get through and surprise the apes. A 2. We did not. So neither people were aware of the other. So does that mean they get a... No, we can't be surprised. Like this happened last time. This is what confused me. We can't be surprised because we know that there's apes on the other side. We know that this is their turf. So, no one is surprised. They push through the door and they see the 8 apes sort of congregated in like the back corner over here where like the actual room number is. And they have the stone floor, like the flagstones, are just coated in blood. There's been a lot of death in this place. So they see like the bent, sort of mangled armor from their fighter, and maybe like the fighter who died, our OG F1, and then the magic user, maybe like a broken staff or something like that. Those remains. And the apes have bloodlust in their eyes. They've gotten a taste for man flesh. And we're here to exact our revenge. So, our revenge. Oh, get out of here. 2 6s. Shit. We all know what this means. Man, they came back through. Alright, that is rough. So, the apes go first. And we've got... Actually, there's 8 of them. I'm going to use this as an order tracker. Which one's attacking? So I'll put it down once the first one's attacked. And that'll mark the first one having gone. So, the apes attack at a 4 HD. So they need a 6 at 9. A 6 or above to hit AC 9. So that would be 3, so that's what, 9 to hit a 6? Yes, it is. 9 to hit a 6, there's 2 footmen in the way. The first one's going to go. That's an 11. Okay, let's roll the HP for the footman. Do you see that? Do you see that? Skirt. That's a 5. Okay, so the footman's got 5 HP. Alright. And we're going to see how much damage the ape does. 3. So, footman's got 2 health left. First one is gone. Second one's going to go. So we need a 9 to hit the... Or we need, a 9 to hit the 6 AC of the light footman. A 3 doesn't happen. So the second one is gone. Our archer has an AC of 7. So what? That's a 7? Is it a 7 to hit a 7? No, it's an 8 to hit a 7. Makes sense. Oh my god, a fucking 20. Alright. How much health does our archer have? 2 HP. I did erase their health, unfortunately, when I redid all this, so we're just going to have to re-roll from them, because I don't remember. So, how much damage does the third ape do? 3. Bam. Archer's donezo. Okay, third one is gone. Alright, we got our fighter. Fighter number 1, who has an AC of 3. No, 5. So they need a 10. That's an 11. Okay. How much damage are they going to do to our fighter 1, who has 3 HP? 1. Okay. So let me erase this. So 2 of 3 left. Damn it, that looks ugly. I'm going to erase that. 2 of 3. Alright. Yo, we got fucking lucky on that. So that was the 4th one. 5th ape is going to go and attack our fighter 2. Also AC of 5, which I think they need a 10. A 4. Doesn't happen. Eat mud, bro. Hey, this is working. I like this. All right. 6th one's going to go for the archer. That's an AC of 7. So they need an 8. That's a 19. How much HP does our archer have? 1. All right. You are dead, archer. 6. We got 2 more of them going. That was our archer. Our cleric has an AC of 2. So, to hit a 2, they need a 13 or above. A 2 didn't happen. All right. Last one to go. Let's see. Last one. Who are we attacking? The cleric. The MU. The magic user with an AC of 9. Oh, wait. He's got 7 of 7 HP right now. Oh, yeah, that's true. I gotta go back and change these real quick. So you've got 6 of 6. 1 of 1, 7 of 7. 6 of 6. Okay. So AC of 9. You gotta get a 6 or above. Oh, that's a 7. Okay. How much damage are we doing here? That's a 1. All right, I'll take it. So we've got 6 of 7 HP left, and it is our turn. We'll keep that here. So we've got our little spin down, and now it's time to go. Light Footman attack as a level 1 fighter, and these apes have an AC of 7 or 6. I can't remember. Apes have an AC of 6. So, an AC of 6 on a fighter. We need a 12 or above for all the light footmen. Actually, essentially for everyone. 12 or above. God damn it, a 9. Not gonna happen. So, that's the first footman. Next footman. That's an 18. Alright, how much damage are we doing? 1? Are you kidding me? Alright. So 15 health left. Fighter. The marching order. Yeah, fighter 1. A 15, that'll do some damage. A 1? Are you shitting me? Okay. Fighter 2. A 20. Nice. That's a 3, so that's 11 health left. Our cleric. God, our cleric can't really do a whole lot, can it? Wait. We're not... You know what we're doing? Let's see here. We gotta, you know what we've been doing? We've been doing this wrong. We need to go about. Okay. So our fighter 3. Our cleric's gonna go for now. I got an idea. All right. So the cleric and the MU are gonna go. Cleric is a 13 or above. That's a 17, baby. That hits. And that's a 4. So 7 HP left. Okay, the MU is going to is going to cast Color Spray. 2 to 12 turns. And 2 to 7 seeing creatures. Okay, these guys do get a save. I think we said their save was going to be for a level 4 fighter, right? I think that was what we were doing. So fighter level 4 is a 12 on breath weapons. Okay, how many are we going to be able to hit with Color Spray? So this is 1d6 plus 1. 3. Okay. So for 3, I'm going to say the 2, 3, and 4. The only ones we haven't hit yet, or the other ones we haven't hit yet, next in line. So 2, 3, and 4. So they got to get a 12 or above to save. That's a 16. First one saves. Second one saves. This is horrifying. So that one doesn't save. And then 2d6. That is 8 turns. Okay. So this one is Z'd up right now. So that one doesn't get to attack. Alright. We got here. Let's keep it straight. Fighter 3. So the Fighter 3 is, I think we're going to have the fighter throw an oil flask. So how does that work? I'm going to say the oil flask needs to maybe like, how do we want to do this? Where's our combat? Because I think I don't know how I want to manage it. Like, is it just a single attack roll? Okay. Either case, space required, damage. Let's see. Attacking to subdue. A defender can forego his attack to parry and cause an opponent to suffer a -4 attack penalty. Oh, God. Whoa, okay. We could parry. That would be kind of cool. But missile fire. There we go. Missile fire is as melee combat, except that rolls represent shooting at range and are adjusted for dexterity. Short range fire, including most missiles shot underground, is at a +2 to hit. This is very, very short range. Okay, so we're going to do this. The fighter number 3, for their turn, they are going to throw an oil flask and see if they can hit. I'll do like a 1d6 essentially, and see if they can cover these assholes in oil. So they need a 12. So they need a 10 or above because they get a +2. A 7? Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. Okay, that didn't happen. And now we're in trouble. I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing with our fighter 4. So this dude's got... So he throws it. It dashes across the ground, like kind of sails over all of the apes. And now fighter 4 is going to do it. A 10 or above. Wow, a 3, dude. Okay. This is not going well. Actually, it's going about as well as I thought it was going to go. So, 3 all flasks. All right, the archers get to go. And they are at a +2 to hit. I just realized that. So they're at a level 1 fighter. Indoors, the archers need a 10 or above to hit. Wow, a 5. Next one. A 10. Okay, there we go. So the next archer goes and shoots, and we're going to go after... We're going to go after the first ape, straight up. That's a 2. So this ape has 5 left. There we go. We got a light footman attacking the same thing. They need a 12 or above. Oh my god. What sucks? 1 second, y'all. A 6. Didn't happen. Okay. So heavy footman coming through. A 2 also didn't happen. Okay, so literally the rolls can't get worse than this, I feel like. Now we got to roll for initiative and just really hope we win. And we did. Fuck yeah. All right. So, who do we got going right now? Light footman. Light footman's just going to attack. They need a 12 or more. A 4 didn't happen. Light footman again. That's a 9. Also didn't happen. Fighter 1. Fighter 1. I think... What does Fighter 1 have? A sword? I think we're going to parry. We're gonna parry. So I'll just make a little note here. Parry. With... Oh, I didn't do any equipment for Fighter 2. Give me 1 second. I think we're going to just do the same thing here. Large backpack. Large sack. Wander skin. 1 week iron rations. 10-foot pole. 6 torches. And we'll say 50 feet of rope since we don't need that secondary weapon. All right. Fighter 1 is readying to parry. Fighter 2 has a spear. Wait. That's true. Okay, hold on. This did have this. See, this is what you got to do. You got to be more creative especially when things are not going well. Combat, melee. Let's see. Damage. Spears set to receive a charge, and charging lancers will instead cost 2 to 12. If multiple attack rolls are used versus normal types, each hit causes exactly 1d6 points of damage. Right. Let's see. No, yeah, they're not receiving a charge, so yeah, we'll play it as is. All right, so we're just gonna go for the hit then. With Fighter 2. Or should we fucking defend? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like No, no. I think we should. I think we should defend with these two. If we're gonna do, especially the magic user. Okay, so let's just attack. 12 or more. That's a 6. These are rolls. We're fucked. There's no way. All right, so cleric 1 is going to parry. Also, MU. I feel like these two. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, what should we do here? I think I'm gonna have the MU not parryable. I think they have what, a dagger? Yeah. That's an 18 though. Okay. Get that die out of here. That's a 5. Yo. One of the apes is dead. Hell yeah, and one of them is unconscious. So, fighter 3. Parry? Nah, fighter 3 going for it again. We've got, I think they're just going to go with the oil flask again, like just trying to hit someone. So it's at a +2. They need a 10 or above. That's a 15. Okay, so how many does this oil flask hit? 6. Literally, it hits 6 of them. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think burning is like a subsequent turn sort of burning. I think I would do. How does burning work? Let's look up. Probably in the monsters. Who would burn? Dragons. Let's see. Dragon magic. Doing dragons. I think we can figure this out. White swamp, acid, fire magic. Does it tell you what specifically? Is there anything else that burns? Afridi? Are Afridi? Yeah, they're like fire demons, aren't they? Yeah, creative fire. Okay. Afridi can also fly. Yeah, it seems like it just does like damage. Like it doesn't do continuous damage. Ooh. All right, so fighter 3 hit 6 of them with oil. I think we should, even if this one's unconscious, I think that they're still doing damage. So the oil splashes all over. I think that we're going to say with how much oil has been spread around this area, fighter 4 is not going to have that hard of a time. So maybe, I don't know, they got to throw a torch. Should we make them just do the roll? They've got a lantern. They don't really have torches, though. Ooh. Is it worth hucking a lantern? So the lantern has oil in it, too. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to say it's a hit, but their lantern is gone. And we're going to see 6 enemies. We're going to see how much damage they take. 4 each. Okay, so that's a 14. That's a 7. That is a 9. That's a 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 16. God, dude. That's a 19. Okay. So they're all at 19. I'm going to get rid of the Z's and put them somewhere a little less obtrusive. So this dude's got 9, but he's got Z, so we'll do... There we go. Little tiny baby Z's right here. All right. Okay, here we go. So we're down another... Oh, wait, no. The magic user still has the lantern. Sorry, it's a lot to keep track of. It's fun, but you really gotta get your head in the game. So the lantern is gone from the fighter 4, and this guy has what? 3 oil flasks left. Cool. All right. So we've got 2 archers and light footmen. So archers 10 or more, they get a +2, or I guess maybe not 10 or maybe not. Let's not do it preemptively. We'll do it like as we roll. We'll add the modifier. So archers need a 12. God damn it. We did it again. What'd we get? Hey, check it out though. 15. That's a 17, baby. All right. Let's see here. That's 5. That's 5. Okay. So this one has a 9. Next archer. I gotta figure out like a different way to roll this. I get too crazy with it. Next archer with a +2. That's an 11. Not gonna do it. Light footman. That's a 16. That's a 5. Okay. I think I want to go for... Yeah, I mean, shit. We probably should just gang up on this one. Yeah, we'll say, what, that's a 5, so 4 HP left. All right. Heavy footman. That's an 18, baby. That's a 5, baby. All right. That's one more ape gone. And now we can use a D6 to spin down for them. All right, it is their turn. So, let's see here. The first... Oh, wait. No, it already starts as one because one of them's asleep. So the first one gets to go. Gonna go for our light footman. Needs a 9? No. Needs a 6. 10 or more. No. A 9 or more. Shit. That's an 11. That hits. That's 3 damage. Ooh, okay. We lost another light footman. That's okay. So the next one's gonna attack. Oh wait, whoops. So now we're on 2. Or no, this is technically the third one that attacks. We skipped him. Yeah, so we're on the next ape. Gonna attack the light footman. Needs a 9 or above. 15. That is also gonna do it. That's a 3. 3 damage. But we don't have HP mapped out for this guy yet. That's a 6. So 6. How much was it? That was 3 damage. So 3 HP left. Alright. So the next one. So the third one is gone. That'll be the fourth. 2. This isn't helpful. So this next, the what would have been the 6th ape gets to go, attacking our fighter at a -4, and if they miss... Wait, how'd that go? so sorry, guys. You need like 30 bookmarks in this shit. Combat. Okay. Parrying. Suffer a -4 attack penalty. Should his opponent miss because of this, the defender's weapon... Oh, shit. Okay, so should his opponent miss because of this -4 penalty, the defender's weapon will be dashed from his grasp by a heavier weapon. If, on the other hand, his opponent misses regardless of this penalty, the defender is allowed a counterattack if equipped with a lighter weapon. Okay. So the weapon gets dashed if this parry works. If it's with a heavier weapon, do we think a sword? Yeah, I feel like, yeah, 100%. Okay. So a -4. And they need a 5. What are they rolling to hit a 5? A 10. Okay. A 16. Okay. -4. That's a 12. They hit anyways. All right. How much damage are they doing? 5. Ooh. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's it. Fighter 1. You tried to parry? Didn't work out, homie. All right. So then the 7th ape attacks our Fighter 2. Has an AC of 5. So they also need a 10. That's a 15. How much damage do they do? That's a 4. So we've got 3 of 7 left. All right, 3 of 7. Last one to attack, going for the cleric who is trying to parry. Cleric's got 2 AC, so they need to roll a 13 or above, and they get a -4. That's a 13. So if they miss because of it, the cleric gets their weapon dashed from their hand. Okay. All right, so they did miss. The cleric, if we can remember, is weaponless for this turn. Okay. Oh, we have to roll fucking initiative after this. Brutal. Okay, so the cleric doesn't take any damage. Doesn't have a weapon, though. And that was the last ape, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. All right. Time to roll initiative again. All right. Oh, no. No. Okay, this is not good. We're fighting to the death. I'm telling you that right now. Okay. Light footman. First one's going to go. Okay, so first one's going to go. Attack the light footman. 6. Okay, 9 or above. A 5 doesn't hit. Second one's going to go and attack the second fighter with an AC of 5. Needs a 10 or above. A 12, that hits. 5 damage. Boom. Okay. The third one's gonna go and attack the cleric with an AC of 2, so 13. A 5 doesn't hit. The fourth one's gonna go and attack the MU, AC of 9. 13 definitely hits. That's a 1. Why is this motherfucker the strongest one here? Okay. 5 out of 7. And the last one's going to go and attack the third fighter with 6 out of 6 HP. And I don't think they hit it because their AC's 4. Nope, they needed an 11. All right, nice. Our turn. All right. So we just got to take them. Oh, man. How do we want to fucking do this? So who goes first? The cleric? Ooh. At half of these guys down, I am gonna roll a morale check, but we're not halfway down to see if they stay. So the cleric, you don't have a weapon. Wait, so what's a fucking unarmed attack? Sorry, we're doing a lot of looking shit up this episode. Melee. Is there a turn? I don't know. It doesn't look like. Scale surprise. Whoa, damn. Okay, so that surprise. Oh, we didn't have a surprise. Never mind. I was gonna say you get +2 to hit during surprise. I don't think I knew that. I don't know. I'm just gonna say you can't attack unarmed. I mean, that makes the most sense. Yeah. So the cleric, I guess, just gets skipped. The magic user is going to huck an oil flask. And we're going to try to do this again, baby. All right. So, oil flask, they get a +2 to hit at an AC of 6. So, they need a 13 or more. That's a 6 +2, that's 8. That's not going to happen. Fuck. Okay. MU's done. Fighter 3. We're going to throw another. We're desperate at this point. We're throwing another oil flask. 12 or more, +2 to hit. A 2? You have got to be shitting me, man. Okay. Okay, fighter 4. Dude, I feel like we gotta. I don't know. I mean, we just need to attack, I guess. Oh, okay. Yes, we do. We just got to attack. All right, 12 or above to hit. And 11. Wow, man. We are getting absolutely crucified by RNGesus. Archers, +2 to hit. That's a 6 and an 8. Doesn't hit. Second archer. A 17. Alright, at least we get to re-roll initiative. So that's a 19 for the other archer. How much damage are we doing? That's a 3. Light footman. 16 to hit. How much damage? Oh, it's a 6. Alright. So, yeah, what happens if an enemy is unconscious? How does that go down for to hit options? Is it just guaranteed damage? Does it have a rule about that? Let's see here. A single attack roll, blah, blah, blah. In either case, attack rolls are adjusted for tactical factors, magic, weaponry, and enhancements in the result compared to the target's armor class on the attack matrix. Wait. In either case, attack rolls are adjusted for tactical factors, magic weaponry, and enchantments, and the result compared to the hard. Okay, okay. Space required. There's gotta be, like, something about them. So morale checks, we're gonna need this open. Overbearing. Let's see. Morale. It doesn't really say. It doesn't really say, like, I don't know. I'm gonna give a bonus for whatchamacallit, for this thing being subdued. So I'll say, like, it's a +2 to hit or something. So was that the light footman took him down, right? So it's the heavy footman's turn. I feel like, right? Yeah, I think so. Heavy footman +2 to hit on the unconscious one. That's a 19. That's a 21. How much damage? 4. Okay, 5. Now we're redoing initiative. Everyone's gone. Oh my god, we actually get to go fucking first. Okay, so right off the bat, we can initiate a morale check. Apes are intelligent creatures. So when half or more than half of their numbers are reduced, you can initiate a morale roll. So we need to take down this sleeping ape. So the light footman, a +2 on a sleeping target or an unconscious target. Come on, buddy. That's a 15. That's a 17. That's a hit. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Hey, that's a fucking 6, baby. Okay. So, the ape is done. That is going to initiate a morale check. So we roll 2d6. 2d6, and 2 or less, they surrender. 3 to 5, they flee. 6 to 8, they stand off or hold. 9 to 11, press for advantage. 12 or more, attack impetuously. Okay, so. Morale check. Can determine monsters retain its behavior for the next turn. Okay, alright. Cool. Okay, really, so God, I fucking lost that GD page. Here we go. Pull it over a little bit. Oh my god, a 10. They press for advantage. Okay, so, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. They're apes. They don't have tools. So it's not like... Maybe instead of spreading the attacks, they just go for one person. I mean, yeah. Or the one who's doing them the most harm. Which would honestly be the hirelings at this fucking point. So, they're not going anywhere. Light footman went. The cleric gets to go now. Oh boy, alright. Cleric needs a 13 or above. That's a 17 though, my dude. So that's a 3. 9 HP. It does suck knowing they are not going to surrender. MU. Did the MU attack or throw an oil flask? The MU threw an oil flask. So 3 left, but we're about to throw another. We're going to run out of oil flasks. So +2 to hit. You need a 13 or above. 10, that's a 12. Oh my god, you fucking idiot. Okay. Fighter 3. Chain spear longbow. I think we're going to fire with the longbow. At this point. Fire off an arrow. So let's see here. We get a +2 to hit. Oh my god. Alright, fighter 4. Are we just going for it? Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to. We're just gonna attack. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, I promise you it's a 17. I promise you. Okay. It flipped while I was doing that. That's a 6, dude. Okay, 3 left on that. So Archer's attacking for +2. That's an 18. Okay. That's 2 damage. So 1 left. Another Archer attacking for +2. That's an 11. That's a 13. That's going to hit, dude. 4 damage. Boom. Another one down. All right. These, unfortunately, have a fuck ton of health left. So, Light Footman. That's a 9. Not going to do it. Heavy Footman. That's a 1. Absolutely not going to do it. All right. Now the apes get to go. There's 3 of them left. Oh, okay. Let's see. They are going to... I think they're going to go after one of our 2, or both of our archers. So there's 3 left. They're going to go after the archers. We got 7 AC. They need an 8 or more. That's a 13. That's going to hit. How much health does this archer have? 3. Okay. How much damage are they going to do? 2. Jackass. All right. All right. Next one's going to go, and they need an 8 or more. That's a 10, of course. They're going to go for the next archer. Actually, no. They're going to go for the same archer. And roll. And they're going to knock him out. They don't like the arrows. So, the last ape also going to go for the archer. That's a 5. Doesn't hit. Suck it. So we need to roll for initiative again. Oh my god. Come on. Fuck off. Okay. Yeah. Ape's going to go for the archer. 8 or more. Didn't happen. Second one. I think they're going to spread out. Maybe go for, like, the cleric. 16. They needed a 13 or more to hit. Oh, no. This is it. He's got 1 HP. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. All right. This cursed left side of the character sheet. Last one's going to go for the magic user. No, he's going to go for the other archer. Magic user hasn't done shit, so... that makes sense. They're pressing for the advantage. That's a 12. That is absolutely going to hit. How much health does the archer have? That's a 5. Okay, how much damage does he do? That's a 2. So we've got 3 HP left on the archer. That is all of them. We get to go. And we need big damage. So the MU is up first. Throw an oil flask. Come on. +2 to hit. That's an 18. Nice. Okay. How many get hit? 1d6. 4. All of them get hit. Okay. So they're all covered. MU is done. Fighter 3. So this MU has 1 oil flask left. Alright. Fighter 3 has a torch. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a torch. They just got to throw it in the area. Do we just let the damage happen? I feel like the hard part was getting them coated with... yeah, there's oil everywhere. The hard part was hitting them with Actually, no. We'll give him a +2. Just to make sure. 6 torches. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Fighter 4. Man, I should have just given him. It. Dude. Alright, y'all, don't hate me. I am going to give it to him. It's a torch in a room. I feel like at this point, there's been so many fucking oil flasks thrown. That it seems like almost impossible. Or it went out. Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna give it to him, I guess. Fair's fair. Okay, so the archer is going to attack now. Or no, Fighter 4 is. Fighter 4 is going to attack. Needs a 12 or more. That's a 5, didn't happen. Archer, a 15, 17 because it's +2. That's a 3, so that's 13. Alright, light footman. 4 didn't happen. Also 4 didn't happen. Okay. Is it... Did we win that initiative? No, I don't think we did. We didn't win that initiative. I think we gotta roll initiative again. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, so... The apes are gonna go for the MU. They roll a 2. That is not gonna hit. Second one going for fighter 3. They need a 12 or more. Didn't happen. And a 9 or more to hit fighter 4, who has a 6 AC. Fuck off, really. Oh my god. No, they needed a 10. Ha ha ha. Okay, so now we get to go. The MU. MU's gonna throw the lantern. Fuck it, dude. We're throwing the lantern. It's got oil in it. That's why we counted it. I forgot about that. Because they wasted a lantern. Not wasted. Used it wisely. Okay. Let's fucking do this. How much damage? Come on. 4 damage. Okay. So everyone's coated in oil. We're going to say 13 damage. 15. 9. All right. They're all burning. Fighter 3. That's an 11. That's not going to do it. Fighter 4. That's a 3. Also not going to do it. All right. It's up to the actual heroes of the party. The archer, +2. 5 isn't going to do it. Light footman. 10, not going to do it. Heavy footman. 10's not going to do it. Okay, now the apes get to go. So they're going to go for the MU. 4 to hit a 9. No, they needed a 6. Okay. 3, 4. They need an 11 or more. That's a 15. They do hit. How much damage are they doing? 3. Okay, so 3 of 6. Awesome. Okay, last one is going to attack the fighter 4, who has an AC of 6. So they need a 9 or more. That is a 6. Didn't happen. Bitch. Okay. Alright, our turn. Wait, no. We gotta reroll initiative, don't we? Did we? Yeah, we did. We went through everyone. Pretty much no one fucking hit. Oh, that's a roll-off. We lost the last roll-off. Except we won it this time. All right. So the MU is just gonna, I guess, go for the attack. That's an 18. That hits. Okay. That's a 1. So 8 damage. Fighter 3. That's a 9. Didn't happen. Wait, Fighter 3 has the longbow. I'm firing... Nah, whatever. No, I wanted to fire the longbow. Actually, no, fuck it. No, I didn't. We're good. Fighter 4. That feels cheaty. An 11. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Alright, archers +2. Didn't happen. Light footman. Didn't happen. 15. Okay, that did happen. Oh, 5. Oh my god. 3 HP left. Okay. We won the roll-off. They get to go next. First one's going to go for the MU. 2 didn't happen. A 12 to hit AC 4. I feel like that might hit. Yep, it's exactly what they needed. Okay. 4. Damn. Okay. Last one to go. Attacking Fighter 4, I guess. A 2. Didn't happen. Okay. Now it's our turn. Right? Oh, no. We got to reroll for initiative. Yes. Okay. MU. Let's do this. Oh, no. Yeah, there's like nothing we can do. And he died with the torches. Fuck. We're not running. We needed a... That's a 12. We needed a 13. Fighter 4. A 15. That hits. Okay. That's a 5, dude. Alright. That ape's done. Okay. Now... Archer. +2 to hit. That's a hit. So a 2. 13. Light footman. That's a hit. 3. So that's a 10. Heavy footman. Oh my god, that's a 20. Alright. 4. 6 health left. Okay. Did we... Yeah, they get to go first. Or they get to go next. Okay. Going for the MU again. 15. That is a hit, dude. Okay. 1 damage. Suck it. Alright. Cool. So 1 left. Going for Fighter 4. A 3. Not going to happen. Alright. That is initiative again. Dude, nice. Okay, cool. We got that one. MU, let's go to attack. It's a 1. Fighter 4. A 4. Archer. Dude, literally, the hirelings are the only ones chipping in here. Alright, so that's a 1. Light footman. 13. Are you fucking kidding me? Heavy footman. That's a 5. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna go for the archer. Realistically, they're starting to get desperate. This last one, not gonna hit. Next one, same deal, going for the archer, not gonna hit. Alright, initiative. 5, that's us. Alright, let's fucking do this, guys. Seriously. Magic user. 15. Dude, that's gonna hit. Boom! They are fighting just tooth and nail right now. This is fucked. They lost everyone. So fighter 4, a 9, archer gets +2. That's a 14. Oh my god, that's an 8. This could technically be it. Light footman. 5, of course it isn't it. An 11. Nope. Okay, so now the ape goes. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to go for the archer. 7. Not going to do it, baby. All right, roll initiative. Oh my god. We are lucky. MU, that's an 18. 2. We've got this in the bag, I'm pretty sure. Knock on wood. Fighter 4, that's a hit, baby. That's 4 damage. 2 left. Archer +2 to hit. That's a 10. That didn't hit. Light footman. That's a hit. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck yes. Insane, dude. Holy shit. So, I am going to pause this video now, and I'm going to, well, A, because it's 1,000 degrees in my office, and I am dripping in sweat. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to edit in the treasure distribution, because I got to look up exactly what happens when the monster was spawned guarding treasure, but the monster doesn't have a treasure type. So not available for apes. So I got to figure that out, which means I will stitch these together, and I'll see you in a second. All right, everyone. So I looked into this, and where are we at here? I bookmarked a couple different things. Okay, so treasure guarded by monsters. If the resulting monster has a treasure type and appropriate numbers can be accommodated, then location is a layer. Otherwise, it's not a layer, and the treasure includes 400 to 2,400 silver pieces. So that's 46 times 100. So that's 12. So that's 1,200 silver. Let me make a note of this. So 1,200 silver pieces. Okay. A 50% chance of let's see, a 50% chance of 200 to 1,200, so 2d6 gold per dungeon level. We're on dungeon level 1, so 50% chance. Actually, we don't need the D100 or the D. Yeah, we're gonna be using it anyway. So if it's a 50 and under, we got it. That is a 74. No gold. Okay. 5% chance per dungeon level of 1 to 6 gems. That's a 64. 5% chance per dungeon level of... Wait. A 5%? We were so close to jewelry. 5% chance per 2 dungeon levels of 1 item from the any treasure table. That's a 16. So we got 1,200 silver. That feels insane to me. And that's kind of what I thought was going to happen with those numbers. So we're going to get out this bad boy. And I think just because it's a lot of silver pieces and a lot of copper pieces, I think I'm going to let us roll the D100, roll on a D100 level 1 treasure table. Let me get this out of the way so y'all can see it. And you'll see kind of what I mean. It was... So there's copper pieces, there's electrum pieces, which is like an old currency. I don't know if it's in any of the new editions, but it's an old currency. And it is, 5 silver pieces and half of a gold piece, I think. So, yeah, you divide it by, you get 550 electrum pieces. What would that be? 225 gold? No, 275 gold? Yeah. And then platinum pieces, which is, each one is worth 5 gold. So that being said, I think I'm gonna roll it once per ape that we killed. I say that once per ape that we killed. Nah, fuck it, we're doing it. Alright. That would be... What is that, an 81? No. That's a 90? It's a tons... Yeah, that's a 90. Ooh, a dagger +1. Okay. Alright, dagger +1. Okay. So this is the second one. 52. 400 silver pieces. See what I mean? It's like potentially not that much experience. Potentially no experience. Alright. So the third time. That's a 98. 1 potion of invisibility. 1 invis potion. Alright. This will be the fourth one. What is happening? 89. 800 silver pieces. So far, no gold. So no experience. Fifth one. That would be a 6. 500 copper pieces. See, this is kind of what I thought was going to happen here. The dagger +1's awesome. So what? That's 5. So 3 more rolls. That's a 68. 400 copper pieces. Yeah, man, we might need to... I mean, we get experience just based on the apes that we killed. So, yeah, you know what? Actually, we're getting experience either way. Because you get 100 per HD, and they had 4 HD. And we're only splitting it between 2. So, that's what? 400 times 8. 3,200. So 3,200 is not bad. 6, rolling it 2 more times. That's a 60. 200 copper pieces. Last one. Have it be something good. And 89. I feel like we already got that, did we not? 800 silver pieces, yeah. So let's see here. Let's calculate this up. So 1,600, 2,400, 3,200. So 3,200 silver pieces. And then 900, 1,100. So 1,100 copper. Okay. An invis and a dagger +1. So, let's see here. We've got 3,200 is 1,600 total. From each of those. Dude, I'm going to say, hold on. I might just round us up, to be honest. Yeah, because magic user's still not even hitting level 2. So we didn't get any fucking gold from that. The dagger, invis potion. We've got hella silver, but... So... If we do 1,600, if I round that up, extra 400 each, if I just give us a flat 2,000, the fighter will level up. The magic user will be very, very close. Yeah, let's do that. We have 3,200. Give us 800 XP. That feels like a lot. It's like a bonus. So 1,600. Yeah, because they're not level 1. They're not level 2 yet. I'm going to do one more roll on this. 63. 700 silver pieces. Okay, no, we're not even going to take the 700 silver. I was just curious. All right, it is what it is. These guys are not level 2 yet. They're close. So 1,600 each. So that's 1975. $1975 here. So then, what would that be? That's 2,000. Wait, what's 10%? 160. So 160. That's one because he gets a 10% bonus. So 160 plus 413. That is 573. 573. So we're at, what would that be? 1,600. 2173. 573. Yeah, plus 1,600. 2173. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head. And I am not a math guy. All right, so this is the treasure we got. Bro, I'm giving our magic user that dagger. So you got a dagger +1 now, brother. And we're going to be buying some plate for sure. Plate mail. We got no gold to distribute. We've got 1,100 copper, so that's what, 550 copper pieces each. Okay. And I'm going to transcribe these guys to a new sheet, and then we'll fill it with a couple more. They fought the fucking apes. I'm half tempted to give them names, but I promised they would be once we got to level 2. And then 1,600 silver pieces each. Cool. All right. I may just do a group fund for all of their finances, just so I don't have to keep updating it on this sheet. I'd rather just have it on like an index card. But that's treasure mapped out. No one. He's 25 away from level 2. He's what, 327 away? 300 or no? Yeah, 327 experience away from level 2. So we're getting there. Cross our fucking fingers. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.